Hello and welcome to Light Waves by todderbert. In front of us is the ACEBEAM UC3A. It's a single AAA powered, compact, multicolor, everyday carry signaling flashlight. You can find it retailing on Amazon USA and ACEBEAM.com for right around $34.99, though I did see this recently on sale on Amazon for $27.98, so it's worth watching for a deal. So let's check it out. It comes in olive green, orange, which I picked up as well. There you go. Kind of cool. We're going to review the green one though. It stands out nicer on the color background here. But then I also have black. I don't have the black one yet though. I like this flashlight. I think it's awesome. I've been watching it for a while. Finally went ahead and picked them up. So let's take a look at this guy. Took everything out of the box. Go ahead and set this aside and show you the box real quick. ACEBEAM, light where you want it. 10-year warranty. 900 lumens. Dual LED main light. Sweet. RGB auxiliary light. Dual switches. UC3A. ACEBEAM.com. On the back here, we got some QR codes, WhatsApp, WeChat, okay, and Facebook. There you go. Contact information, and that's the box. Took everything out. Set this aside. Again, start a show. Man, just a cool, compact little light. Love it. I'm going to show it with some others that I have. Get an idea for size. Yeah. What else we get in the box? We got a charging cable. A simple little USB-A to USB-C to charge the little AAA battery. We also get a keychain, a little hook lanyard, nice, and we get two little O-rings. We got some paperwork here. We got little cards. We got here product certification to know it's real, the real deal. All right. Okay. And then this here, we have our warranty card. There you are. Gives an idea what they cover. What the 10-year was about, what the 12-month warranty is. Okay, it's for different models. Okay, and you just fill that out, I guess. There you are. All right, so that's that. And then we have the user manual, which is English and Chinese. I think I got the English side. So user manual, there it is. Cool. Let's go ahead and open this up for posterity. So I'll just kind of go across, and if you guys need to pause, just pause. Hopefully I'm moving it slow enough to where it's not going to blur. If you need to know something, just comment below. I'll answer and respond if you couldn't read something on here. But I'm doing this just in case I miss something or forget to mention something. But it's all right here. It's operations. It's waterproof. It's got some drop resistance. Nice. 2 meter waterproof. That's interesting. Oh, nice. For probably a short amount of time, but still. Drops in a puddle, you'll be okay. Good to know. Got some do not stuff. Do not do this. Do not do that. Yep. Stay safe. And I think a little bit of warranty stuff. And then down here, more contact stuff. Okay, good. We're done with that. I always like to for posterity in case you lose your manual. You got it here forever on YouTube. So remember that. todderbert never removes his videos. It's down here forever. Okay, so put this out of the way. Let's talk about this little guy real quick. So we're going to zoom on down, go over dimensions. So we have a length of 2 13/16 of an inch, or 71 millimeters. Not bad. Now we have a width of 1 3/16 of an inch, or 30 millimeters. Then we have a height or thickness, not including the clip, just the body here, of 5/8 of an inch, or 16 millimeters. Its thickest point. Very cool. Liking that. Do a full little roundabout look at it. Nice. There you go. Looking cool. Okay. So let's go ahead, compare it to some others. Now we're going to do some basic stuff. So I have my first ever ACEBEAM, and that is the PokeLit AA. Yeah, these are great flashlights. I think they still make them. This is the Nichia one. I really like this. This orange, it's a sweet color. You know, this ACEBEAM orange, they do a great job. I love it. Just love that color. What else we got going on here? We have a AA battery. Give you an idea. So AA powered light. AA battery. We have an 18650 flat top. Okay, just showing you for size comparison. Just how big this little flashlight is. And then we have your typical 18650 dude. So the bigger guy. So you can see it's pretty compact for what it does. Yeah. You may not get the run times you would on a AA powered guy, but you got a little versatility for a little flashlight. There you go. Okay, now I want to show you, I got some competitors in the space, sort of. They're a little different type of competitors. They offer different things. So this here is the Phoenix E06R. This thing's pretty cool. It's got UV, a red laser, dual LED fronts, 700 lumen output. You know, it's not 900 like this, but it has a little bit more capacity. It's got a bigger battery. But the problem with these is that while they're cool and everything, their battery's built in. You can't change it. That's kind of a problem. So if it runs dead and you're on the go, you're not on the go anymore. You have to find a way to charge it. So, but it's still pretty cool. It's got RGB center light here. It's kind of neat. Trying to remember how to do it. There you go. RGB action. Sweet. Oh yeah, you can long press off. Yeah. Trying to remember how to do that one. You know, they all have their own UI and how that goes. What else we have? We have the Claris E8. Now this one's cool. It's got a swiveling head. I think this is neat. Okay, this does 1,000 lumen output. Pretty intense. And it's got a side light. No RGB, but it does have red and it does have white. So I forgot if this one works here. If it's a long press. Yeah, there we go. And then I think it's a short press. Yeah, I got the little different things it can do. It's got 3 stages of brightness for its side light. Gives an idea. Just some competitors out there. That's for size. Again, you can't change the battery. It's got good capacity, but yeah, you can't change the battery. You might be able to with those screws, but who knows what's inside, right? But there you are. Cool. So let's get to the features on the UC3A. Now that's what I just really like about this light is all the features. Fun feature set on this one. Now it weighs 63 grams with the battery, so it's probably the lightest of the other 2 lights I just showed you. That's awesome to know that. So RFI we'll talk about in a little bit with the radio. It's got my radio channel. We'll do a little testing with that. But RFI front did pretty well. Features. So the front here we have TR optics. If we can get that to focus. There we go. And behind each of those we have our dual LEDs. We have luminous SST 36Fs in cool white. So that's what we'll be driving, our main light. So we'll turn that on, give you an idea for kind of like the color. It's definitely cool white. And we'll turn the lights off here and do a little demo on that. But pretty nice. Looks like you can take it apart if you want to, but I don't know if you should. But yeah, you can't. Looks like those 2 screws there. Awesome. So the body is your typical 6061 T6 aluminum alloy with a hard anodized finish. It feels premium. You know, when I'm rotating this around, holding it, I love these curved corners. Everything's so smooth and rounded. I really like that. There's no really sharp edge except for right here, that bottom lanyard hook point. Pretty much where your keychain would go, or how you're hanging this. If you're hanging on your backpack. So, yeah. Pretty neat. I like that. Definitely cool. The belt clip here. Or vest clip, or what you call that. It's nice. So, yeah, liking the body style. Moving over to the battery compartment here. It's got this little cylindrical bay. Just unscrew. There's your O-ring you can replace. They give you 2 extras, which is nice. And it's magnetic base, so it's pulling the battery out with it, so that's always handy. So there's our base, looking pretty well made. Nice thickness there. I always like to look at that. Our battery is rather weak at a 400 milliamp hour, but it is lithium, 10440, 3.7 volt, and it's USB-C charge. It's got a little jack built into it. Look at that. I didn't know they could do that. It's so awesome. The light lights up here, red when it's charging, green when it's finished. And this light will run on standard batteries. So let's go ahead and just throw a standard battery in to show you that it does. Here's an loop, 1.2 volt. Now I always get to ask the question, does it have low voltage protection? I don't think so on here. So just keep that in mind when you're using it. If the light starts to act like it's going to blink out, just take the battery out. Okay, so let's go ahead and turn this on. So there you go. It's just a little reduced output. So yeah, you can still turn on your side light, which is nice. You can go through the modes. I'll show you how to do that in a second, but yeah, there you go. So it works on a standard battery. I'm very impressed with that. It's just in case you're in the field and your main battery goes down, you gotta charge it, but you can always put a backup in. You got some nickel metal hydrides or some alkalines, toss it in there, and off you go. But we'll use the lithium battery, what it was designed for, so put that back in there. And it's, again, nice threads, so it's easy to line it up without cross-threading anything. That's good. So, again, sign of quality. So we have our belt clip, as you saw. Our lanyard hook point right there. Nice. I mentioned it was IP68 Waterproof, 1.5 meter drop resistance. Again, your belt, this vest belt clip looks like it's removable if you wanted to. Take that off. I guess you could, but you might expose it to water then. So keep that in mind if you do take the belt clip off, that you might have an issue with the water tightness possibility. Hopefully not, but there's a possibility. It looks like the bottom of the lantern part here can be removed. Going to the lantern, this is 270 degrees, kind of wraps around. That's your RGB section, as you saw there. It always starts out in a nice white on high. There's no mode memory, so it always starts at that, and you have to cycle the modes, which I'm going to show you in a bit. But I do like this. It's diffused. It acts like a little lantern. Though you can start this on low if you want to. And again, we'll get that to in a second. So, looking at the buttons, yeah, so let's go through these. So our front button is your main light button, forward lights. So single press on or off. So single press on, single press off. Now it always starts on medium, just so you know, unless you want to start on ultra low, which is different. So from off, you long press to access ultra low. There you go, and let go. And now we're on ultra low. Think of beauty. Single press off. So I just go regular press, goes right to medium. Okay, long press, ultra low. Now if you want to go right to high, just double press. It goes right to high. They don't call it turbo, they call it high. So that's nice. So you can get to ultra low or high right away when the light's off or on. So when the light's on, you just double tap. It goes right to high. Or you could just single press as well. But yeah, nice setup. Also, if you want strobe, it's triple press from on or off. 1, 2, 3. There's your strobe. Pretty nice, again, from on or off. Beautiful thing. Also, there's electronic lockout, which I was very impressed with. So for electronic lockout, press and hold the main light button. Keep holding 3 seconds, and it will blink. And now, if you press a button, it's going to flash down here saying your light is locked out. So there you go. Look at that. Flash. I love that flash. It's cool. So anyway, to unlock, just repeat the process. Press and hold that main light button for 3 seconds, and it should re-engage. There we are. Lights are back on. So that's your main light button. So RGB section, cool section. I love it. So it's a single press on, single press off. It's always going to start on white mode and on high. So there you go. It's going to start on this mode here. Single press, always. So no matter what you do or change, it's always going to start that way, unless you long press from off. So when you do this, it's kind of tricky. So if you long press from off, it'll start at low, but then let go right away once it's on, because if you keep holding it, it starts to cycle the brightness. So I'll go ahead and just, there we go. So now we're on low lantern modes, or side light mode, I call it. I'll call it lantern. It looks like a mini lantern, right? I like that. I think it's cool. It's standing there and you're camping there, and hook it up somewhere, you got a little lantern, a little reading light, soft on the eyes. If you press and hold, it lets you change the brightness. So there you go, high, low. So that's nice. And that's on all the color modes as well. I'll show you that in a second. So to cycle, it's double press on the RGB button. Now if you look, they are labeled RGB. And of course the forward one is forward lights. So we'll double press the RGB button. Now we're in red. Press and hold. We have a low red mode and a high red mode. Okay, cool. Double press again. A flasher, a red flasher. And I'm thinking, yeah, you can adjust the brightness, I believe. Oh, maybe not in the flasher. Yeah, it doesn't let me keep it on the flash. Oh, yeah, we can. Okay, so if you time it right, looks like you got to time it. There you go. Now we're in high flasher mode. Okay, it's a bit of timing there. Because in between flashes, I guess, you don't see it changing. All right, so a little bit of fun with it. Let's go ahead and double press again. So we got green, low green, high green. Cool. Double press. Flashing green. Trying to get to go low. Okay, we'll just go double press. We'll just say it doesn't work on the flasher modes. I got lucky. Here's blue. Blue's pretty cool. And then we'll, it's always steady, and then we can cycle down to low blue. A little bit of blue. Nice. Just trying to cover this so you guys can kind of see the color, because my camera kind of washes out the color a little bit. Because in person it's pretty intense. Let's go ahead and double press. Flashing blue. And now the next one's a police flasher, so if you can flashing lights, look away. So we got a police flasher, so it's red, blue. Okay, get the idea there, right? Double press again. And then we have waterfall. If the camera's picking it up, if you look at my hand, you can see the different colors there. It's cycling between like 4 or 5 different colors there. It's looking pretty cool. So you got white, yellow, orange, pink, or cyan. Like a teal. It's pretty neat. It's cool waterfall. I'll do that in the dark. Hopefully you guys can see that. It's looking pretty neat there. I'm not sure if I could do it behind paper or not, but looking around here for something that might work. Nope, I'll do it. the lights off. So let's go ahead, turn that off. Zoom it on down. We're gonna go right over. Actually, I should get my deck of cards. Iron Man. Yeah. So let's head out to the garage where I took some pictures of this flashlight in action. Then we'll come back and do a benchtop demo and do final thoughts. So here I am in the garage, 15 feet away from the garage door. Lights on high, 900 lumens. Expect a runtime of 15 seconds before it throttles down to 400 lumens. Then it'll run for 14 minutes before it throttles down again to 90 lumens. And will run for 26 minutes before depleting the battery. And a total throw of 85 meters. Next, we're on a useful mode, the medium mode. This is 210 lumens. Expect a runtime of 30 minutes. Not bad for a little battery like that. And then it throttles down to 30 lumens. It'll run for 1 hour. So a total of an hour and a half. Not too bad. Now we're on low mode. This is 80 lumens. Expect a total runtime of 1 3/4 hours with no throttling. Great. This is a great setting to have when you're doing close quarter stuff. Around the garage was no problem at all on low. And our final picture is ultra low. This is 4 lumens. Expect a total runtime of 23 hours. Pretty impressed with that number on that little battery. So yeah, very impressed. So let's go back to the bench. All right, we'll do a demo here real quick. I'll bring this up a little bit. We'll start the light on ultra low. There we are. I'll turn some lights off. Give you an idea of the beam pattern. All right, so we'll kind of just bring it in from the side. There's your cool white. Definitely picks it up. Camera here looks about right. In person too as well. It will start to filter that, start to correct for the color imbalance, but you get a general idea in the beginning there. Definitely was cool white. So this is the ultra low. We have the ceiling here. So we have ultra low, we got low, medium, high. And now it just cycles low, medium, high. So low at the bench, medium, high. There you go. Just off camera with the center. Now we can do the color mode. So let's go and do that. So we'll turn on our side light. So it starts on the high. And that's not bad. We can cycle to low. There you go. So that's nice and intent. Look at that. Now the runtimes, and he gives us runtimes for the RGB side light section. So there was no information on that. But I'm going to say on low, you're probably going to get about 5 hours, I'm guessing. On high, maybe like an hour and a half, 2 hours at the most. So just keep that in mind when you're using it. All right, but there you go. And then double tap. We got red. Cycle it up. Nice. That's cool. Let's see, do it again. We got our flasher. We got green. Green's looking cool. It's high green. So again, this is all close quarter. We're about a few inches off the table. Give you an idea what's going on. Green flasher. Blue. High intensity. Low intensity. You can see with the cards, which is nice. It's almost like UV, but it's not really UV. Double press. Double press again. And our waterfall. So the waterfall, hopefully it's picking up the rainbow. I wonder if we're getting that rainbow effect. I think we are. It's pretty neat. Hopefully it's coming through, but definitely has a really cool... Oh, there you go. Now you can see it rolling. That's the color we're looking for. Awesome. So let's get my radio. We'll do a quick RFI test and then do the final thoughts.
So your small business partner for payroll, benefits, and much more. Get started for free at gusto.com. Paraphrasing
Sounds like an alien computer.
Bam! Right in the kisser. That's next. Sports Center All Night continues with ESPN Radio. Tomorrow on ESPN Radio. Baseball's biggest stars shine in Philadelphia. It's the 2026 Major League Baseball All-Star Game. Coverage begins tomorrow at 7 Eastern on ESPN Radio and on the ESPN app. More Sports Center All Night coming up next.
Every 40 seconds, a child is reported missing.
Okay, great. You get an idea. So kind of minimal RFI in the main front lights, but we do get some RFI with the side lights. So and moderate. Definitely makes those alien sounds. Pretty fun. All right, let's go ahead and turn these on. So yeah, radio channel first, we're using the CC Skywave 2. Awesome radio. Cool. Alright, yeah, I don't think we need that. Let's turn the light off there. Single press off. I like that. Very simple UI. Yeah. Okay, so let's go over my final thoughts. I like to go over likes, dislikes, and then my final opinion. So, let's bring in the orange, just because I have it. Yeah. Cool little lights, I love them. Orange color is just amazing. I love it. I do like this color too as well. It's pretty awesome. It's like that goldish green. I know they call it olive green, but definitely looks more goldish green to me. Likes, low RFI. So you can use it with your radios. Rock on. I love that. It's a beautiful thing. I like the compact size. I like the quality build. I mentioned that. No parasitic drain. Since there's no mode memory here anywhere, there's no drain on the battery. So you can leave it in there probably for a year and come back to it and probably be fine. It'll probably run like nothing. So, I mean, that's fantastic. Because a lot of these, lights, they have memory. This has a memory. This has a memory. So you turn them on, they're not gonna work, type of thing. So it's something to keep in mind. You want to test those every so often if you're doing for emergency. This one here, if the battery dumps, at least you can just toss the battery in and ready to rock, right? I love that. That's a beautiful thing. What I was just going to say for my next thing, uses standard AAA batteries as well as the one that's included. So first of all, batteries included, which is nice. Second, it uses standard batteries. Yeah, big fan. I like the side light flexibility. That is cool. I love that it can go into low white if you want to right away. Also, you can go to red mode, not instantly, but at least it has a red mode, which is very useful for night vision. Green, blue, all good colors. You have flashers if you need them. Signaling lights is too. I guess you could wear it in your backpack with the green so people can see you as you're walking on the trail. And, if you're walking like on a bike trail or something, you don't want to get hit by a bike in the middle of the night. You know what I mean? But, yeah, I like this. I like the flasher. It's just a nice thing to get people's attention if you're out there in the wilderness. So, yeah, those are my faves. Lock mode, loving that. Mag base, another positive. IP68 Waterproof. I didn't expect that with all these switches and little floodlight section, and I just thought it wasn't as waterproof, but it is. And I like the vest clip. It's a nice setup. Definitely a nice addition to this one. And plus, all aluminum construction. Some lights are plasticky, or just they are cheesy. This one here's got a nice aluminum build to it. So, yeah, I like the aluminum body. So definitely nice there. Okay, cool. So, dislikes and wants. Well, I'd love to see a UV secondary on here. I'm so used to getting a UV secondary. I don't necessarily need the high output of both of those LEDs. I would just like the one, maybe, just half the output, and then put a useful UV forward on there. Or maybe a red forward, but I'd probably get more use out of UV. That's just me personally. But that'd be kind of nice. Or some people might like the option of cool white and a warm white. So you could go between each one. I mean, what do you think? Would you like that? Cool white for a little throw, maybe floodlight for a little bit of a high CRI? That might be how I'd do it. Change the optics. One for throw, one for flood. That'd be cool as well. Don't necessarily need 900 lumens. Just drains the battery too quickly. So, yeah. What else? That's about it. A beacon mode, maybe? Yeah, beacon mode, like on the main lights there. So just a strobe, a beacon, like a flash, because this is kind of like a hiker, camper style light. And that would be a nice little, beacon in distress, come rescue me type thing. That'd be nice to have. So yeah, that's just something that'd be a nice little addition. Wouldn't be too hard to add. Overall, the UC3A, it provides many lighting options for the hiker, camper, outdoorsman. It just has many modes with a solid recommended buy from todderbert. Yep, rock on. When the price is under $30. Yeah, there's a little caveat there. When the price is over 30, I'd probably wait a little bit, wait for a sale, then snag one. You'll be happy you did. So, hope you enjoyed this video. Give me a big like if you did. If you enjoyed these lights, give them a big like. ACEBEAM rocks. If you don't know about ACEBEAM, pick one up. You'll be happy. I haven't had one ACEBEAM that's made me unhappy, so yeah, they're rocking flashlights. 2, if you like ACEBEAMs and want to see more, hit subscribe to the bell icon, get notified. I do have a couple more flashlights from this company that I'm going to review, hopefully this next month or so. So if you're interested, definitely subscribe. And of course, 3, comment down below what you think about the UC3A. Is this something you'd pick up and use on your camping trip, hiking, in the woods? You have a different scenario. I'd like to know. Just comment below and I'll respond. All right, thanks for watching, and we'll see you in my next awesome video.